Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel. And before I carry on doing this video, I need to explain something and put a little disclaimer on this video. Basically, this is the A to Z tag video that I was supposed to have put up on Friday, but I'm gonna explain a few little things. I've titled this tagged video my A to Z of my least favourite things in the world. That includes words, people, food, drink, animals, like natural disasters, and even words and other stuff as well. So how can I explain this? If you don't get what I'm saying, basically it's just my opinion, and I think I need to explain a few little things as I go along, whether it's a word, food, whatever. So A is a type of food, and my least favourite thing beginning with A is anchovies. Just not a fan of them. I've tried them, but I'm just not a fan of them. I just don't like them. B is bullies, as in not internet bullies, because that's another one. As in just the general bully, whether they just like in person they call you names, they threaten you, they hit you, they comment sort of negative about whatever you look like, or an item of clothing you have, and they want to contradict what you're saying and stuff like that. That's what I get by bully, because I have quite a few of them. C is the internet side of bullies, which is a cyber stalker. And I'm not going to go into my story, but I have a couple of people that have been cyber stalking me for quite a few years, and it got to the point where I've had to get the police involved and stuff like that, and I just don't like them in general. I just think they just sit behind a keyboard and they can just type abuse at you, and for somebody like me, it does affect me in ways, and like I just don't like the stuff what people say, and it's not nice. I don't like the people where they steal stuff from you online and then use it against you. That's another act of cyber stalking, because we found out about that as well. D is disappointment. It's a word I just do not like. I just hate being disappointed, whether if I can't go away, or I can't have an operation that I really, really want, or like, as in, I keep on, this is just a scenario, right? And he does this a lot, so I'll just put this on. I usually say to Pedro sometimes, look, I need to go somewhere. It's very important. I've got an appointment. I need to attend to it, and that. What he sometimes does is he'll forget about it, and then he promises somebody else that he'll take them somewhere. So obviously I'm disappointed, and he's first promised me first, and yet he goes off and takes somebody else somewhere else, and he knows I've got an appointment. That's the type of disappointment how I feel. E, I've put down two things for E. One is earthquakes. I don't like earthquakes because quite a few years ago I've experienced an earthquake. I was lying in bed asleep and I felt the bed move, and I did really hated it. so much, and I said I hope I never feel an earthquake again. It would just drive me crazy. Sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying about earthquakes, I just hate them. It's like, it's a bit frightening because obviously it's a natural disaster, and I just don't really like them. So the other word for E, I put down as exploit, and I just say, for example, I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that, but I used to have a friend, and I thought I could tell her stuff. Yeah, it's a female, and basically I thought she would be somebody I could trust and confide in, and yet she went behind my back and exploited me. Like, said nasty things, like, just really horrible. And and that's why I find it hard to trust people. There's only a few people in this world that I really, really do trust. So, F is fizzy drinks. Hate them, hate them, hate them. And it's not by choice. Yeah, because I used to love fizzy drinks many, many years ago, but now I can't have them because of this stomach, which sucks, but I just don't like them anymore. It's the carbonated that just, oof. So G, I've also picked two. One is a bit more easier to talk about, and the other one, I've never really spoken about this at all on my channel, but I'm just gonna say a little bit today for the first time ever. The first part is easy, it's just guns. I just don't like violence. I don't even like gangs shooting each other. I just don't like that. I like them in films, but I just don't like it to hear them in public and hear about it on the news and stuff like that. So that's why I don't like it. And the other part of G is something I've never really opened up about until now. Here we go. If you guys don't know, I was previously married, and the person's name happens to begin with G. And all I will say is, I can't stand him now for what he's done to me and what he put me through many years ago, or a while ago. And he made my life an absolute living hell. And my former husband's name, thank God I'm divorced and married again, because my second husband's the best ever. And I will say that for a fact. And basically my first husband's name is called Geddy Narakendi, and that is why I am desperate to have that surname off my arm so badly. I'm eating a piece of cake. I'm allowed to. It's a treat. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into anything why I hate him so much, because it's for another video, and when I'm ready to open up about what he done to me and why he made my life really, really bad, and just all the stuff that he put me through. Like, he made me feel, at a time he made me feel worthless and that life wasn't living. And now, looking back at it, I'm like, why did he put me through that? It wasn't right. Nobody should be put through that at all. But I'll explain more in another. I'll actually explain it when I do it at a time, and it'll be easier. So anyway, enough about that. H is for hyenas. I just don't like the animal. Just the laugh, the shriek just goes through me. I just don't like hyenas. I is being isolated. Like the thought of me being isolated, like left out. I was put through that throughout my childhood, me part of my adulthood, and I just don't like being isolated. The only time I haven't felt isolated is the last few years I've been with my husband, because he makes me feel wanted. J is jokes. Don't get me wrong, I like jokes. I like when I tell them or when people tell them. I just sometimes can't get them, and it just bugs me, and I just don't like it that I can't get a joke. K is for kiwis, which is a food, obviously. Well, it's a fruit. I just don't like that fruit. I've tried it. I've tried it in a smoothie. Ooh, it just doesn't taste nice. And it's just not a nice. Some people will love it, but I just don't. Not really too keen on it. So L is for loneliness. I hate being lonely, but there are times when I have to be on my own. But I cannot stand being lonely. Pedro will tell you. First thing he would be the first to tell you. My missus doesn't like being lonely. Because I've felt alone near enough all my life. Nobody to understand me and stuff like that. And then when Pedro's come along, he's been there for me, so he knows that I don't like being lonely anymore. He tries to make sure that I'm included in near enough everything. M is for milk. Milk, something I don't like. And it's like fizzy drinks, it's not by choice either. Because after my surgery, I just wasn't really fussed on milk. I was being sick constantly after milk. And for the past 4 years, I have drank soya milk and I absolutely love it. I don't know why I like soya milk that much. There must be something in the soya milk that I enjoyed. That's why I enjoy drinking it. N is for neighbours from hell, because I have lots of them around here. They are crazy. They are nutters. I don't like them. They chat shit about you. I'm the talk of the wash house in this street, and I'm sick of it. Don't get me started on them, but that's another story in itself, but I just had to get that out. O is for olives. The reason why I don't like olives is because olives contain vinegar, like the juice of the olives. They put the juice in the olives. It contains vinegar, so it's something that's not by choice, obviously. P is for panic attacks. If you don't know, for many years I have suffered with panic attacks. I can't go. I'm not really good in a crowd of people. I prefer, as you guys know, I do my shopping over night time, or I have to go, if I want clothes and I need to go into the city centre, I've either got to go at 9 o'clock in the morning or 7:30 at night. That just gets you how bad my panic attacks are. And then I even say to Pedro, I'm just going to go in here and I just want to go home. And that's what happens. I just go in one place, or I'll go one place and then I'll go for a coffee and then I'm back at the car. That's how bad. Or if Pedro's with me, it's one place, he waits outside me while I get a coffee and then goes to the car. So And like my panic attacks I've had them for many years, and sometimes they're hard to get rid of. So Q is for quinoa, and I just don't like this stuff. I just hate the food. R is for red meat. I hate red meat with a passion now. I know when I started my weight loss journey many years ago, I was struggling to eat red meat. I couldn't digest it. Now if I tried to eat red meat, I'd just be completely sick. It'd just make me horribly sick, and I just don't like the look of it. It's crazy, I just don't like the look of red meat at all. S is the most easiest one on this list. It is called snakes. Snakes. I definitely afraid of snakes. Do you want to know something? The weirdest thing, right? I have 3 leopard geckos. They are reptiles, right? But because they have legs, I like them. But yet, because snakes don't have any legs and they crawl like that, I just don't like it. I just don't like the way of them being the forces with their bodies, being able to come up the stairs and can crawl in your bed, and just, oh, that drives me crazy. T is for trouble causers. As I said with Neighbours from Hell, I have plenty of them. And I have a lot of trouble causers that just want to cause trouble for me in general, or that don't want me and Pedro to be happy. They don't want me to have a family. Nobody wants me to have this, and nobody wants me to have that. There's just too many trouble causers in this world. For me, I only want to be around nice people that respect you for who you are, not for all other stuff, that want you for all, like money, or want you for this or want you for that. And I don't entertain that sort of shit, and I just don't like it at all. U is a word. That word is undermine. It makes, basically, the meaning behind it is to make someone less confident and powerful. Basically makes, to make you feel small, basically. And I felt like that for many years, so that's why I don't like it, and that's the best way to describe it. V, I have 2. The obvious one is vinegar. As you know, I'm allergic to vinegar due to having the gastric bypass surgery 4.5 years ago. Can't believe it's been that long. Has it been that long? Was it 4? No, 3.5 years ago. So it'll be 4 years in September. So yeah, and that's one of the side effects I got from having that surgery. And also a drink called vodka. I just don't like the smell of it. The last time I drank vodka, I wasn't a nice person, so I don't drink. I don't even like drinking, to be honest with you. But I also just don't like drinking vodka. And the same with W, which is whiskey. Now, I won't drink whiskey anymore, because if I drink whiskey, I just go nuts. I just want to fight everybody because I've drank whiskey. I don't know why. There must be something in the whiskey that doesn't bode too well with me. Now, X is a word, and I hate having this with, it drives me crazy. Basically, it means having a dry mouth, and the word is extrostomina. Basically, it means having a dry mouth. In the morning when I get up, I have to have juice beside the bed. And if I've got a dry mouth, it really, I just hate it. Makes me, I just don't like it. It just annoys me. to the point that I just feel sick in the morning. Y is for yams, which is a food, and I don't like them. Never ever like them. Ever. Just do not like them. I hate them with a passion. And that's what I'll say about that. And Z is for zebra crossings. You'll be probably wondering, why has she put that zebra crossings for? Because I just don't like them, because I've gone across the road before and I've almost got ran over. I just don't like how they're situated. I think if you're having a zebra crossing, make sure you always have proper traffic lights. That's what I say about it. So I will say my list again. A, anchovies. B, bullies. C, cyber stalkers. D, disappointment. E, earthquakes and exploits. F, fizzy drinks. G, guns and Geddy Geddy, shit face, twat face, cunt face, twat, Narakendi. There we go. H is for hyenas. I is for isolated. J is for jokes. K is for kiwis. L is for loneliness. M is for milk. N is for neighbours from hell. O is for olives. P is for panic attacks. Q is for quinoa. R is for red meat. S is for snakes. T is for trouble causes. U is for undermine. V is for vodka and vinegar. W is for whiskey. X is for extrostomina. Y is for yams, and Z is for zebra crossings. I hope you liked this week's A to Z video. By word, that took me a long time to do, but I hope you enjoy it. Next week I'll try and make sure there's something nicer. And yeah, I'm eating cake and I don't care. And I'm allowed to eat a little bit of cake. So stay gory, have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.